YouTube, live on Twitter, live on TikTok. Now let's just go live on YouTube mobile. And you guys tell me what game you guys want to start with. Let's start with one of these games. Let's get it going. In fact, guys, before we go into each game, let's check some boxes real quick, man. Because once we check the boxes, we can get way better at our takes, man. Our takes get way better once we check the boxes. Again, I'm live on YouTube. If you guys want to follow my my screen share there, I'm sharing my screen on YouTube. This is Monday's MLB. Breaking down all of Monday's MLB games. All right, man. Tigers, Jays. Cool, yeah. We'll get started, guys, shortly. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Guys, listen up. These are your teams that got clapped yesterday. Which teams got clapped? It's Monday, so all these teams played yesterday. Let's pay attention real quick. I'm about to get to your games real quick, guys. But before that, so I can give you guys better takes. Let's check some boxes, man. I haven't done that yet. Looks like Boston got their butts whooped yesterday on Sunday Night Baseball, and now they're traveling. So that's going to activate that one system that we don't get that every week. But today, Boston is in a spot where they are traveling after Sunday Night Baseball. You guys know how I feel about that, I think, if you've been here a while. Cleveland, they got their butts whooped yesterday. They lost 0-5. Who else? Minnesota got their butts whooped. They lost 0-8. Who else? I'm looking. Arizona got their butts whooped 1-6. I'm a little surprised about that one. Who else? Pittsburgh is coming to this one off of a shutout win, so maybe St. Louis comes into this one with a little bit more motivation. The Angels, they lost. They didn't lose big. They covered. But Texas, they won 5-0. They shut out their opponent. San Diego, they got their butts whooped. I'm going to check the box there. The Athletics got their butts whooped. And that is it. That is it for the teams that got their butts whooped. So that just goes to tell you which of these teams are probably coming into this game with a little bit more motivation, guys. We're about to get started. Let's go ahead and also let's talk about some situational spots, guys. These teams are in a good situational spot today, man. Let's see. I'm actually not seeing too many today. Usually there's more. Here we go. Milwaukee after a loss, guys. Milwaukee after a loss is pretty good. They are 28-21, 57% after a loss. So we'll check a box there. And then San Diego after a loss, 32-24. I'll check the box there. Detroit, all year long, they've been a really good team after a loss as well. 31-22. We'll check the box there. And that's about it. Let's get it, man. What games do you guys want to start with? I'm seeing a lot of Tigers, Jays. Okay, let's start. I promised. I promised EDG. I promised him Tigers. So let's start with the Tigers game real quick, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Let's get to it, man. We are talking Detroit Tigers versus the Athletics. It is Skubal. Skubal is playing in the minor league park today. That should be interesting. Happy Monday, PSI. How are you doing, man? Skubal on one side, JT Gin on the other side. Let's open up the poll. Give me blue for the Tigers. Give me blue for the Tigers, red for the Athletics. Let's go, man. Let's get it. Blue for the Tigers, red for the Athletics. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. What up, guys? Everybody's joining up now. Let's go, man. We're getting a full room here. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. And then hit blue for the Tigers, red for the Athletics. Let's talk about this one. Looks like this line is moving in favor of the Athletics. I gave the Athletics there an extra little check mark because they're coming off of a shutout loss. Well, not a shutout loss. They got embarrassed 4-11. Detroit after a loss. They are also coming off of a loss. It's just not as embarrassing as the Athletics. They lost 8-2 to Kansas City. In terms of offense, Detroit's offense is actually... there's probably an advantage here with Detroit's offense. I'm hesitating a little bit because the Athletics they've had a good offense for a while now. This is pretty even. I'm going to say this is a pretty even matchup. In terms of bullpen, both of these are two strong bullpens. But you have Skubal on one side, and you know that's going to be a good situation there. Skubal really good. 7 runs over 34 innings. Pretty good numbers there. JT Ginn on the other side, yeah, pretty bad, especially at home. 13 runs over 10 innings. There's no way I can tell you that the Athletics are really barking here. They probably have the weaker bats. They definitely have the weaker pitcher. This would be Detroit or a pass. It just does look like this one is going to be in reverse. I'll confirm that later. But yes, this is going to be Tigers or pass, but probably an emphasis on the pass. It's just not going to be worth that big price on the road. Let's get it, man. Screwball chokes today, low key. I wouldn't be surprised. The Athletics are they're coming off of an embarrassing loss. Their bats could be just as good. Their bullpen is just as good. I just can't trust that starting pitcher, JT Ginn. Now we're not going to see. We shouldn't see JT Ginn for too long. Maybe 2 innings, maybe 4. Looks like that's usually what we get out of him. And then once we get to the bullpen, we should be pretty good. So maybe that's where you get the value with the Athletics. That you're not going to see JT Ginn for long, and it'll be the bullpen after that. Let's see. I like Screwball for outs recorded. Okay. So you're backing Screwball to stay in this game. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because Screwball does have the does have the advantage. Now, I would say one good thing to look at this is yes, if you are considering the Tigers, maybe look for alternative ways to take it because laying the number or the juice does not look like it's a good way to play this, man. What else do you guys say about this? Okay, you guys ready to talk about another game? Let's go, man. I'm seeing a lot of Blue Jays. Hold up. Justin says, careful with the Tigers. They always shit the bed as heavy faves. So, yes, they are a favorite here. I don't have a situation with as a heavy fave. But just so you know, the Tigers, yes, on the road, by the way, guys. On the road, they are the 28th ranked offense over the last 30 days. And that's a pretty good sample size. Over the last 30 days, they are the 28th ranked offense. So, yes, don't be surprised, guys. I think everybody has a consensus here that we should be careful a little bit with the Tigers here. Looks like the majority is on the Tigers. All right, let's go to Blue Jays real quick, guys. Give me, so we're talking Minnesota versus Toronto. Give me blue for the Blue Jays. Give me, hold up. Where are we on? Yeah, there we go. Blue for the Blue Jays, red for the Twins. What side are you on today, guys? Twins versus Blue Jays. Blue for the Blue Jays, red for the Twins. It is Joe Ryan going for the Twins. It is Max Scherzer going for Toronto. What up, PSI? Red Sox Sunday night travel spot. Yes, I think I mentioned that right before you arrived, brother. Sunday night baseball spot is activated with Boston. We could talk about that game if that's what you guys want to do. Blue for the Blue Jays, red for the Twins, guys. Let's go. Let's talk about this one. Minnesota versus Toronto. This line does not look like it's moving. Toronto's coming off of an embarrassing loss here. They lost. They got shut out by the White Sox, believe it or not. In terms of offense, both of these offenses are coldish right now, guys. Toronto is kind of slumping right now, man. They're kind of slumping with their bats. It was not a great series there in Miami, even though they won 2 out of 3. It wasn't the most offensive, explosive. And again, the same thing I said about Toronto is the same thing I told you about the Brewers. They've been hot. Don't expect them to keep that going for too long. It's a long season. They're going to come back down to earth. Remember, I told you guys the Giants and the Brewers. Don't be surprised if we're talking about 2 different teams. Again, you just got to kind of look forward-looking, right? In the past, we used the past to tell us, okay, these teams have been really hot. Can they really keep it up? Not for an extended period of time, right? That's what I'm trying to get to you guys. So in terms of offense, both of these offenses look pretty even. In terms of pitching, guys, I got Joe Ryan. We know he's pretty good. Overall, though, he has been getting hit. If anything, he's in a bounce-back spot here, too, man. He gave up 5 runs in his last game. The rest of his starts were 1-1-2. So he's in a bounce-back spot here, and on the road, he pitches better. 7 runs given up over 33 innings. Max Scherzer on the other side, his numbers look solid. They look okay. He's definitely pitching better. He's only given up 1 or 2 runs a game. Looks like that's his average. But here's the thing with Max Scherzer. He's coming off of a season high 104 pitches, okay? He's usually only good for 85 or so, 80, 85. He's coming off of 104. That's a season high for him. I'm starting to track this, and I'm starting to track this and get you guys situated there with the understanding that when a pitcher is coming off of a season high like that, it's usually a good opportunity to fade them. Okay, so all in all, this is a big number to lay here with Toronto. I think the value is going to be with Minnesota. Minnesota is the side I would rather be on. Let me see what you guys said. Blue for the Blue Jays. Okay. Looks like this one was pretty evenly split. I just can't lay that price with Toronto. Where are the advantages? If anything, Joe Ryan might be he is the better pitcher. He is the pitcher I trust. I'm looking at the advanced numbers too, and they're confirming that Max Scherzer is also due for some negative regression. Let me see what you guys said about this one, man. I need a two-man. Twins and Jays to do the to have a scoreless first inning. So guys, as I'm breaking down the game, give me everything you got for this game, man. So let's talk about the scoreless first inning. It looks pretty solid. Minnesota is one of the coldest first inning teams over the last 14 days. They are ranked 28th. Toronto, middle of the pack, 13th. You got two pitchers that can hold it down, Joe Ryan and Scherzer. You got two lineups that are pretty cold right now. Toronto, that could sound like a hot take, but Toronto is definitely cooling off on offense. The only thing I don't love is that this game is being played in Toronto. And let me take a look at the weather for you. But usually this ballpark is not good for the unders. Looks like the roof is going to be... Is the roof going to be open here? It is going to be open in Toronto, guys. The ball does fly. When the roof is open, the ball be flying in Toronto, man. It turns into Coors Field. It is the #1 ballpark for over, 37-24 to the over. So, again, I know that's in reference to full game, but if you like the scoreless first inning, it should be correlated to the full game. So, I like everything except the ballpark. I would probably still play it. I think you got a solid play there, man. Let's get it, man. Going to the James game. Hey, enjoy the game, Jay's game, man. Hope you guys have a good one, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Vlad is not 100%. Yeah, okay. So, guys, usually that's when teams start to slump. Pay attention, man. We saw Detroit go on a slump. Kerry Carpenter was out of the lineup for a long time. That's kind of when teams start to slump, man, especially if they're hurt. Looks like you guys like the Twins as well. Again, I'm not super excited about the Twins. The Twins are not super crazy. What's your pick? I did share my pick. I think Twins is the right side, man. When is your next special? Join the Discord. Link is in bio, man. Cool, man. Scoreless first inning. Yeah, looks like a lot of people are into that scoreless first inning. Okay. Brewers, Yankees. He's finna sell us. Who's gonna sell you? Okay. Nats today. Okay. Damn, you guys are piling up, guys. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen if you have something for me. Shavan. Okay, Brewers and Robert. I got you next. Shavan wants to talk about the Brewers. Let's talk about the Milwaukee Brewers. Where are the Brewers at today? They are at home against Arizona. Give me blue for the Brewers. Let's talk about this one, guys. Give me blue for the Brewers. Give me red for the Diamondbacks. What side are you on today? Blue for the Brewers, red for the Diamondbacks. Let me catch up on YouTube. In the meantime, guys, hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Do not miss out on these streams. I'm out here cooking every single day, man. Here we go. We got PSI with good information. He said the Blue Jays are 17-3 straight up at home after a non-conference game. So they are coming off of a non-conference game against Miami. That was an interleague game. Definitely interleague game. So yeah, off of a game that didn't matter. My point on that game is Toronto is not going to be hot for too long, man. Scherzer is also 7-0 since 2024 as a favorite of more than 130. There you guys go, man. Good information. Yo, it's snitching my vote. just hit the button. All right, man. Let's go. Milwaukee versus Arizona. This line doesn't look like it's moving. Arizona coming off of an embarrassing loss. They lost 1-6 yesterday. In terms of offense, both of these offenses look to be pretty even here. In terms of pitching, guys, in terms of starting pitching, it does look like Brandon Woodruff is definitely a tad bit better here. He's a tad bit more reliable. He's given up 9 runs over 27 innings, a 3.0 ERA. Edward Rodriguez, yeah, not a guy that I really trust. 17 runs over 29 innings. He's not terrible, but he's definitely below average. One number that's really sticking out is Edward Rodriguez has a weakness against lefties, and we know there are some lefties in that lineup. We know Yelich is a lefty. Who else? I'm trying to think of the names that are lefties in that lineup. Let me pull up the lineup here to see how significant that is, because there's a bright red there when it looks like Rodriguez against lefties. Yeah, so 2 out of the first 3, Frelick and Yelich, are going to be Terang as well. They're going to be lefties, but the majority of the lineup is still pretty balanced. So I'm not going to ding them for that. So yeah, man. In terms of offense, this looks like a pretty even matchup. In terms of starting pitching, it does look like, yeah, you do have an edge with Woodruff. I just can't lay that price with him. Why is this thing minus 180 for what? The offense is not that much better. The bullpen is not that much better. Arizona's bullpen has been pretty bad, but they've been playing a little bit better lately. And in terms of starting pitching, I don't see enough here to lay the juice with Milwaukee. I'm going to say Arizona is the side I would rather be on. What'd you guys say about this one, guys? Looks like everybody's on Milwaukee. Yeah, man, this line is not moving. It is staying still. Milwaukee, guys, I'm not saying they're done. I'm not saying that we just can't take them. We have to pick and choose. We got to treat them like every other team at this point, man. They're not that heater lasted a long time. Not saying it's over, but it's definitely not going to last forever. The Brewers' tough loss yesterday. Yeah, sorry, man. It's because I said Giants. Or take the over. Somebody said take the over in that game. Looks like Milwaukee versus Arizona. If that roof is open as well, that roof be making a big difference in Milwaukee. Looks like the roof is open again today. I don't know. I kind of like the starting pitching today. I kind of like the starting pitching especially with Woodruff. He could hold his own. And then unders have been starting to hit here a little bit more. 34 and 29. I don't know how I feel about that total, man. Honestly. Terang is the other lefty in there. I'm the only D-backs. You're on the island, bro. You're on the island. What's up with some tennis? I'm not a tennis guy, bro. You're on your own on that. Join the Discord. There are some tennis people in the Discord, but I personally don't think I don't think tennis is really that profitable, man. Okay, looks like Yankees, Royals. Kayla's been asking for a while. Let me hold up. Shit, what was Kayla asking real quick? Kayla says, what do you think about the O's? Let's run to the O's real quick, and then I got the Yankees next. The O's, Boston versus Baltimore. Boston. So here we go. Boston in that spot that we talked about. Give me red for the Red Sox. Give me blue for the Orioles. What side are you on today, guys? Red for the Red Sox, blue for the Orioles. Let me know what side you're on. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. We are coming off of a positive day. Nothing explosive, nothing crazy, just 2-1, man. We will take 2-1 every single day. That is 66%. That is an outstanding hit rate. If we did that every single time, I would take it. Let's get it, man. Let's talk about Boston versus Baltimore. This line is not moving. It's staying pretty still. Boston is coming off of an embarrassing loss there. Well, they were trying to sweep the Yankees, so they still won that series, but still coming off of a loss there, a 5-run loss to the Yankees. So, guys, we got to check the box here for Baltimore in terms of situation, okay? So that Sunday Night Baseball spot that PSI was alluding to and I was talking about earlier, I'm sharing my screen here, and I have this thing at Sunday Night Baseball with travel. I have this thing at 3-10 this year. This year, I have this spot at 3-10. So 13 times a team has played Sunday Night Baseball and then traveled the next day, and that team is 3-10. So the Boston Red Sox are in that spot, having played in Yankee Stadium yesterday, and then coming down to Baltimore, Maryland. So that's not a good spot. That's not just for the travel aspect of it. It's really you have to do media. You have to stay behind, do media. You're mic'd up. There's a national audience. And then you usually, when you travel, that's why we have Wednesday games and Wednesday and Thursday day games, so they can travel in the afternoon and the evening, right? Guys, when Boston finished up with the Yankee Stadium, they don't finish that game until what, 10:30, 11 o'clock? Then you're staying behind and doing media. Then you have to travel overnight, and you're not getting to your next spot until what, 3 or 4 in the morning? That's kind of what this spot is. Just had to give you guys a little bit more information on that. Richard Fitz on one side, Sagano on the other side. In terms of offense, both of these offenses are pretty even here. The bullpen, though, it does look like we have a bullpen edge for Boston in terms of the numbers, in terms of the WHIP, the ERA, Sierra, xFIP, FIP. Those are all the indicators that are showing that Boston is the better bullpen here. We got to check on usage. That's the other thing. In terms of starting pitching, it does look like Sagano is the pitcher we could trust here. 6 runs over 28 innings. Really good numbers there for Sagano. Richard Fitz, if you haven't heard of him for a while, it's because he's getting recalled up from the minor leagues. We haven't. He's been down in the minor leagues for a while. He's given up 5 runs in 15 innings down in the minor leagues. The times that we have seen him up here in Major League Baseball, it hasn't been good. 11 runs over 19 innings on the road, 8 runs over 19 innings. Pretty bad numbers there for Richard Fitt. This line is barely moving. These offenses are pretty even. There's a clear pitching edge here with Sagano. This is Baltimore for me. This is definitely, this would have to be the Baltimore Orioles for me. What'd you guys say about this one, man? So basically, you're saying the Orioles winning. The way it looks, yes, this one is pointing to the Orioles being the right side today, man. Dustin May isn't pitching. Go Red Sox. Yeah, that was yesterday. Yep. He said, I don't know. Orioles win when they feel like it. They won 6 out of the last 10. They're not the worst team right now, man. Thoughts on the Marlins and Orioles? So we haven't talked about the Marlins game yet. We could get to it. But for now, the Orioles sound pretty good, man. 4 runners to score a run. 4 runners to score a run. I don't know what that means, guys. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. What's up, Lisa? What do you think about the Blue Jays and the Twins? We just talked about that game. I got to check some more boxes so I can know where I left off on that one. It's Max Scherzer versus Joe Ryan. Oh, Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan on the road after an embarrassing loss. And minus 145 to who? All right. Royals. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Royals. Feel free to spam the comments, guys. That's cool with me. Robert, I'm going to get you next, man. But it looks like Royals is more important right now. Let's talk about Kansas City. Kansas City, I got my PB. So, bro, come on. These comments are funny, yo. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Let's talk about Kansas City Royals versus the White Sox. This is Noah Cameron versus Shane Smith. Give me blue. Blue for the Royals. Blue for the Royals. Red for the White Sox. What side are you on today, guys? We'll get to the other games, guys. We're going as fast as we can here. We're trying to pick up the pace a little bit. Let's go, man. Blue for the Royals, white for the red for the White Sox. Let's talk about Noah Cameron versus Shane Smith. This line also appears to not be moving a whole lot. Both of these teams are coming off of a win on Sunday, but the White Sox are coming off of a shutout win. They're feeling pretty good. Kansas City scored double digits, so maybe they're feeling just as good. In terms of offense, both of these offenses are pretty good. No discrepancies really here. Bullpen. But the bullpen numbers for Kansas City look much better than the White Sox, so we'll keep that in mind. Starting pitching. It is Noah Cameron. I'm going to trust Noah Cameron, the rookie, much more than Shane Smith. He's given up 5 runs over 25 innings. His road numbers look pretty good compared to Shane Smith's home numbers. And here's another kicker here. Shane Smith is coming off of a season high. He's coming off of a season high 101 pitches thrown. He's usually good for 85, so he's coming off of a season high. I would expect some regression there. Looks like Kansas City, they're on the road here, but they have a clear pitching edge, a clear starting pitching edge. They have an edge in the bullpen as well. I think that's going to help them enough. I think this price is justified. I think the Royals is the right side here. What is the meaning of the line not moving? It's so when bookmakers open this line up at a certain line, it's not moving. It's kind of staying still. So usually it's an indicator of like the action is pretty balanced and there's not enough to move the line. So it could really go either way. Let's get it, man. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. What game is next? Let's go. So, yeah, Royals. I think Royals is the right side there, man. Robert, we talked about your game as well, man. So we should be good. Marlins. Okay, let's keep it going, man. I've been seeing a lot of Marlins. Let's talk about it, man. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Let's keep it going. Miami Marlins versus Atlanta. Give me red. Yankees. Okay, Yankees is next. I promise you it is next. Give me red for the Braves. Blue for the Marlins. Red for the Braves, blue for the Marlins. Let's go, man. What side are you on today, guys? Guys, had some people being pretty annoying in the comments yesterday, man. Guys, on Rapid Fire, I thought it was clear already. If it's not already clear, on Rapid Fire, I'm telling you what side I'm on, okay? Whether you guys want to take the 1.5, whether you want to take the straight up, whether you want to take the reverse movement, the reverse number, feel free. Do whatever you want, okay? If you guys want to know exactly what I'm on, join the Discord. That's where that's the purpose of the Discord. That's the service, okay? My top plays, I'm giving you exactly what I'm on and for how much, okay? I thought that was pretty clear before. If it wasn't, that was some people that were pretty irritating me today, honestly. So yeah, man, that's what rapid fire is for. I'm just telling you what side I'm on, okay? So you choose to take it however you want, okay? I'm not gonna hold your hand, okay? If you want to know how I'm playing it, join the Discord. That's what it's for, okay? Hope that makes sense, guys. Let's talk about. I want to keep those videos going, but honestly, if they're going to keep irritating me, I'm going to get rid of them. Atlanta versus Miami. They take way too much time. Way too much time and effort. Atlanta versus Miami. It was another good one, guys. Yesterday was a good one. Where's my notepad? It was. So I gave you two videos yesterday. One was the teams that were facing a sweep that went 7-3. Okay, so I'm telling you, I emphasize you got to know where you're at in the series. Okay, I made a video saying I don't think these teams get swept. 7-3. They went 7-3 yesterday. Okay, yesterday felt like a good day for teams to avoid a sweep. They were 7-3. Okay, in terms of rapid fire, 7-5. 7-5, not great, but we did have 3 dogs win outright. Miami, the Royals, and San Francisco. All 3 of them won outright yesterday, okay? The Angels and Washington, that's the one where people say, whoa. Bro, they covered the number, okay? The Angels, we were on that as a top play. We were on the 1.5, okay? So they covered the 1.5. Washington, we were also on it, okay? Washington, we got +2. You could get 2 whole runs for -113, okay? For 113. So that's how we played it. You guys choose to play however you want. If you guys want to know how we're playing it, join the Discord. That's what it's for. All right, enough of the yapping. Let's go, man. Okay, enough of that. Okay, you're not going to be doing that here either. Okay, man. Let's go. Let's talk about Atlanta versus Miami. You got me all riled up. Strider versus Cabrera. Looks like this line is moving in favor of Miami. So that's where I'm just telling you the market is moving this line in favor of Miami. Okay, in terms of where these teams are coming off of, Atlanta is coming off of a home win against the Mets. Miami's coming off of a home win against Toronto. Miami, one of those teams that I told you is really good in a spot when they are facing a sweep. Okay, just like the Royals were. Okay, in terms of offense, both of these offenses are kind of middle of the pack right now. Atlanta maybe a slight edge there. Miami has a decent bullpen right now. The expected numbers are telling me that it could be a little bit worse, but the actual numbers look pretty good. Yeah, Spencer Strider, pretty bad. 25 runs over 21 innings. Pretty bad numbers there. And then if you look at his schedule, the schedule he's been playing at home mostly. He hasn't really been playing on the road, so his numbers could be even worse. Meanwhile, Edward Cabrera, we know he's pretty good. We know he's pretty good at home. 8 runs over 29 innings. The last 5 games and the last 2, he got popped a little bit more. I'd say he's due for a little bit of positive regression here. I think the bats are even. I got a bullpen edge. I got a better pitcher. I got a pitcher in need of a bounce back spot. I got a pitcher in Atlanta that barely plays on the road. All he does is play at home. I think the right side to be on is the Marlins. Yes, I did say Yankees next. I got you guys. What's the free pick? Yesterday, so we passed on yesterday's free play. I am back today, though. I am back with the free play today. Link is in bio. That's where I give you one of my top plays for free. Let's get it, man. Yankees next. Yes, I got you guys with the Yankees. Just let's wrap it up with Atlanta versus Miami. Anybody got anything else? So as I'm dropping this information, guys, give me whatever time you got this. Do you do this full time? This is my full time, bro. This is what I do. This is why I'm always on here live. If I had a job, there's no way I could be on here live every single day, man. I'm answering comments right away every single day. Even the hecklers, man. Okay, let's get it, man. What about the Guardians? Okay, we can talk about some other games, guys. So we're going game by game. I'm giving you all the information I have. You give me all the information you guys got. Let's talk about Yankees. Yankees is next. I did promise that. Ooh, this is a decent one. This is an interesting one. The Nationals versus the Yankees. Let's put up a poll for this one real quick, man. Give me blue for the Yankees. Blue for the Yankees, red for the Nationals. What side are you on today, guys? Blue for the Yankees, red for the Nationals. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. And then if you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. Nationals, they're not coming off of a win. I'm sorry. They didn't win plus 250. But guess what? The 1.5 yesterday was still plus money. Still plus money. You could have got that 1.5 at like plus 110, plus 115. The plus 2 was minus 113. Guys, play responsibly. Play responsibly. I'm not telling you go take all these dogs, but take the number, take the straight up, take the team total, play it however you want. If you want to know how I'm playing it, link is in bio. Reds and Guardians and Rays, we could talk about it. All right, All right, that's enough of me yapping about that. So the Nationals versus Yankees. Brad Lord is on one side. Cameron Schlitter is on the other side. Okay. This line looks like it's moving in favor of the Yankees here. Yankees are coming off of a big Sunday night win, but they stayed at home. So this spot is really not, that other spot we talked about, Boston, is not going to be activated here. In terms of offense, guys, the Yankees bats. My problem with the Yankees has not been their bats, right? Their bats are pretty good right now. They're seeing the ball pretty well. In terms of starting pitching, though, guys, Brad Lord is not pitching that bad. On the road, he's given up only 2 runs in 15 innings. Pretty good numbers there. His numbers overall are okay. Schlitter, though, he's pitching decent as well. In his last 5, he's given up 8 runs in 25 innings. At home, 9 runs over 19 innings. This is a pretty even matchup in starting pitching. Yankees do have a big edge here on offense. But it is an edge on offense. But we know the Nationals bats could be pretty sneaky. I'm going to say the Nationals are alive here. I think the Nationals, after a loss, having come up from Philadelphia, right? They just went right up the street to the Bronx, New York, right up the Turnpike, where they don't let you pump your own gas. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? In terms of bats, yeah, they could be sneaky good. In terms of bullpen, their bullpen is pretty good, and I think Bradley Lord is pitching pretty well. I don't see enough to lay minus 240 is what I'm getting at, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. What do you guys think about that? All the money is on New York. Fade and take Washington. Yeah, looks like people are feeling Nationals could be barking here a little bit, man. Nats trash on the road. I have the Nationals on the road as the 12th best offense. They're actually better on the road than they are at home over the last 30 days. So I'm looking at the last 30 days. I'm turning in terms of offense. What time are the plays dropping? If you're in the Discord, you should expect the plays between 6 and 6:30 today Eastern time. I drop an exact time on the in announcements, guys. Once I get off of here, I have to gather my thoughts a little bit. What else you guys got to say about that? I just have a feeling. What is this? I just have a feeling Brewers and Jays after a loss to the Mets. Do the Mets stay hot? That's another game. We haven't talked about that. But let's go. We just finished up with Nationals. Let's go to Philadelphia. Let's go to the Washington Nationals rivals there. Philly and the Mets are playing each other. Let's talk about that one real quick, man. Only peasants pump their own gas. Only peasants have to pump gas, bro. What's up, Team Tesla? All day. Yo, the car drives for you, bro. How can you hate on it? How can you hate on it? I love it. I love it. Let's go. Red. Only peasants pump gas. Let's go, man. Red for the Phillies, blue for the Mets. What side are you on today, guys? Red for the Phillies, blue for the Mets. Let's talk about Philadelphia versus the New York Mets. It is Christopher Sanchez versus Kodai Senga. This is a good matchup here. Red for the Phillies, blue for the Mets. The Phillies are coming off of a win at home in Washington. Then they're going up the road as well. Washington and Philadelphia are just going up the road to New York. They are in Queens, New York, right? Queens, Flushing, whatever. New York Mets are coming off of a loss to Atlanta, traveling back home here. In terms of offense, guys, both of these offenses are hot. Both of these bats are really good right now. In terms of starting pitching, guys, one of these pitchers is pitching pretty good. The other one is pretty overrated right now. Kodai Senga is not pitching well. His full season numbers look pretty good. And I only added those full season numbers so I could fade it for opportunities like this, where people might think Kodai Senga is still pitching really good because his full season ERA is a 2.58. But if you look at his last 5, it's a 5.48. If you look at his road numbers in his last 3, his last 3 home starts, he's getting rocked for a 7.5 ERA. Pretty bad numbers there for Kodai Senga, not what you would expect. Yeah, you got similar bats. You got maybe a better bullpen with Philadelphia right now. And you have Christopher Sanchez, who continues to pitch really, really good, consistent baseball. This is Philadelphia for me. Give me the Phillies today over the Mets. So yeah, guys, as I'm breaking down the games, you guys give me all the information you got, man. If you know some information, if you know that Philadelphia had to take a bus up the road, up the turnpike, and their bus got stuck on the turnpike, let me know, man. Mets numbers don't look much better against Sanchez. Mets against Sanchez. Let's see. Mets against Sanchez. Are you you're talking about historical numbers? Oh, here we go. I have Christopher Sanchez pitching against the Mets. For some reason, he only pitched 2 runs in 2 innings. He got taken out of the game last time they played. But yes, that's a small sample size, though. 2 innings pitched against the New York Mets. Anything could have happened, man. Nate says, I'm on the over in the New York Mets in Philadelphia. I mean, Christopher Sanchez is doing his thing. I'm not hating on it because it sounds like an elite pitching matchup with Sanchez versus Senga. But Senga is not pitching that well right now, so if you're on the over, I'm not going to talk you off of it. I usually like to take the opposite to happen, especially when people think this is a solid under. What else, man? What else, guys? Turnpike was clear today. Okay, thank you, man. Stanton is out for Yankees. Okay, that means that's okay. All right. Lindor is 6 for 14. Martin is 4 for 13. Nemo and Vientos. Okay, looks like pretty bad numbers there, except for Lindor. Okay, people are ready for the Padres. Let's talk about the Padres there, man. Let's talk about the San Diego Padres at the Seattle Mariners. Come on, let's go. We are going at a good pace today, man. Let's keep it going. Give me blue. Blue for the Padres. Blue for the Padres. Red for the Mariners. What side are you on today, guys? Lindor to get a hit against Philadelphia. Christopher Sanchez. I don't love that. I don't love that because Sanchez is pitching very well, and then the bullpen behind Sanchez is kind of solid right now. Their expected numbers are pretty good. I'm gonna say I don't love that, but I know Lindor was pretty hot a while ago. I don't know how hot he is right now. Blue for the Padres, red for the Mariners. What side are you on today, guys? Let's talk about this one. This line has not moved. It looks like it has stayed the same. San Diego is coming off of a 6-run loss. They lost by 6 to the Dodgers yesterday. Can you believe it? Padres was my 1L of the day yesterday. Just thought they would shut out the Dodgers there. I thought they would return the favor. They did not. That bullpen that was so elite did not look so elite yesterday. But let's give it a shot today, man. San Diego versus Seattle. In terms of offense, both of these offenses are pretty even. I'm not seeing any edges here. I continue to see a clear edge here for San Diego, though, even though they gave up 5 runs yesterday and the bullpen are 6. San Diego still has the much better bullpen. In terms of starting pitching, Bryce, you can't trust either one of these guys. Bryce Miller, you can't trust him. JP Sears, you can't trust him. This is ugly on ugly. When it's ugly on ugly, I gotta find alternatives. I gotta find other ways to play this. And because this is such an even matchup here, in terms of pitching, starting pitching looks pretty bad. Offense looks pretty even. In terms of bullpen, though, you do have a clear edge here for the Padres. You do have the Padres coming off of a loss. You have Seattle. They just scored double digits yesterday, so they could be feeling themselves a little bit here. Seattle has only won 3 out of the last 10 games, so they're really not playing their best baseball right now. This is the Padres for me. Give me the Padres today over the Mariners. You watch any Little League World Series? We need to take those kids. I don't, man. I don't. If anything, I'm in football mode right now, man. So I gotta really. I already started focusing on studying up on my college week 1. Guys, we have games from Thursday to Monday. We have 5 days of football coming up, man. It's gonna be great. Thursday to Monday. Just know. You only missed 3 plays so far. Just know we're already 2-1, which I'll take that, 66%. But the entire season last year, 68%, man. I don't play any games. This is where my U's get bigger, my plays get bigger. This is when the money is made, man. If you guys want to join the Discord, link is in bio. Football mode, let's go. Okay, looks like one of the people want to talk about the Tigers, man. Let's talk about the Tigers real quick. Oh, shit. All right. Let's talk about the Tigers. Have we talked about that one? We did talk about the Tigers. Yeah, we talked about Schoolball at the Athletics. This is shaping up to not being worth the Tigers on the road, bro. You know how good you have to be minus 200 on the road? And yeah, Schoolball is really good. But Detroit on the road has shown us that their offense could disappear. JT Ginn is bad. JT Ginn is real bad, and they need to get to the bullpen as soon as possible. I'm just not seeing that price being worth it. Minus 200 on the road. No, thank you, man. Did you talk about the Guardians? No, a lot of people have been asking me about the Guardians. Let's go. Tampa Bay versus Guardians. Give me blue for the Rays. I got to tell you guys, before you tap, give me blue for the Rays. Give me red for the Guardians. What side are you on today, guys? Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Jeff says take the over in the Tigers game. If you are taking the overs in the Tigers game, I'm not going to talk you off of it, especially with JT Ginn. He could get hit. But keep in mind the bullpen. These bullpens are both really, really good. Both ranked in the top 10 in multiple categories. So maybe consider cutting that in half and go first 5, brother. Damn, what's up, bro? I didn't even know you was out here grinding. Yeah, bro, I'm grinding every single day, man. I'm Kevin Morales. What's up, bro? I remember you, man. Hope you're having a great day, bro. Yeah, man, we're talking sports every single day, man. MLB, college football is back. We ready, man. Let's get it. This is what I do, man. This is what I do. Every single day I'm out here working every single day, man. Takeover says, yo, what's good, brother? How you doing, man? Let me check in on YouTube, guys, real quick, and then we're let's talk about YouTube is good. The game we are talking about is now I'm forgetting it. Shit, what was it? It was the one we haven't talked about. Cleveland Guardians versus Tampa Bay. Who the is this, man? Who? Ian Seymour. Ian Seymour is on the mound for the Rays. Tanner Bybee's on the other side. Cleveland looks like they opened up a big home fave here. Looks like they've moved down to 119, minus 119. I got to be careful with what I say on some of these platforms, man. One of these platforms is more sensitive than the other. Cleveland is coming off of an embarrassing loss. In fact, they got swept in Texas. They've lost 5 games in a row now. And here they are back at home against Tampa Bay. In terms of offense, guys, there's an edge here for the Tampa Bay bats. Tampa Bay has woken up a little bit more on bats. There's a clear edge here for Tampa. In terms of starting pitching, Ian Seymour, he's actually been pitching several innings. He's a bullpen guy, so this is a bullpen game here for the Rays. He's given up 8 runs over 12 innings. Pretty bad numbers there for Ian Seymour, the Rays starter today. On the road, 2 runs over 9 innings. Small sample size. You can't really do anything about this. Tanner Bybee, his numbers are pretty ugly too. 18 runs over 24 innings. He's consistently given up 4 runs. This offense is so bad for Cleveland. Like, the offense is historically bad. It's terrible. There's really no edge in terms of starting pitching. This has got to be Tampa Bay for me. Tampa Bay. Cleveland's just slumping pretty hard right now. There's no way I can really confidently tell you to take them. That is my thoughts on that game, man. PSI says, heavy trends favor guards, but I'm not liking the line movement. So this line movement looks like there was a pitching change of some sort. But it does look like an over-exaggeration, right? To move from 160 to 119. Yeah, I'm not loving that either. I would say Tampa Bay is the better side, man. Let's get it, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. If you guys want to join the Discord, that's where one of my top plays drop for free. Guys, on YouTube, I have 2 different streams going on. This is my mobile stream, and then I have a stream where I'm sharing my screen as well. I'm sharing my screen. That's too many words. Similar words there. Let's talk about Rangers right after we talk about who has the bats. Who has the advantage in all these games today, guys? Let's talk about specifically on offense, guys. You should look for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, their bats have woken up. We just talked about that. They have an edge today against Cleveland. Okay. In terms of Atlanta versus Miami, it's pretty even. I'm gonna say no. The Yankees do have the batting edge against the Nationals today. The Texas Rangers, their bats are alive. Their bats are better than the Angels. I'm gonna check the box there. Detroit Tigers better than the Athletics. It's close, but I'm going to say no, thank you. The Dodgers do have the better bats compared to Cincinnati, okay? Let's talk about the teams versus left-handed and right-handed pitching, guys. Pay attention because Toronto, They are smacking righties. They are number 5 against righties. I'm going to check the box there for Toronto. Okay. In terms of Milwaukee, they have a left. They're facing a lefty today with Eduardo Rodriguez. They are pretty good against lefties. They're number 4 against lefties, so I'm going to check the box there. Kansas City against righties, they're pretty good. They're number 6. I'm going to give the Kansas City Royals a little check mark there. San Diego Padres, they are the 4th best team against righties. They are smacking righties. And the Athletics, guys, I did not give an edge to either side in terms of batting overall, but the Athletics do have an edge here against lefties, just like Scooball. They are smacking lefties. One more here, the Dodgers. The Dodgers are pretty good against righties, number 11 against righties, okay? Let's go to who has the pitching edge, guys. Pitching is everything in baseball. If you're not paying attention to pitching, you are doing it wrong. Because today in Baltimore, Sagano does give Baltimore a pitching edge there. In terms of Miami versus Atlanta, there is a pitching edge here for Edward Cabrera. I'm about to get back to all the plays, guys. Give me a moment here. Christopher Sanchez for Philadelphia. There's a pitching edge there with Christopher Sanchez for Philadelphia. Brandon Woodruff from Milwaukee. Yep, I'm gonna check the box there. Noah Cameron over Shane Smith. Yeah, I'll take that. Scooball. You guys know Scooball is really good. He gives a pitching edge there for Detroit, and that is it for Hunter Green. Is pretty close, but this is only his 3rd game back. So that was it for the actual numbers. Let me look at the expected numbers. Ian Seymour looks like he's better than Bybee. We don't have a lot of sample size on him, so I'm not going to check the box there. Joe Ryan better than Scherzer? Yeah, give me that. I believe that. I think Joe Ryan is better than Max Scherzer. Moving on real quick, guys. Christopher Sanchez. Okay, we got that. All right, all done. Hunter Green is, yeah, the expected numbers are telling me that Hunter Green really is better than Emmett. This is Ed Sheeran. Yes, all right, pitching. Yes, there was a pitching change, man. All right, cool. Rangers. You guys want to talk about the Rangers? Let's go, man. Let's talk about Texas. All my exes live in Texas like I'm psych. Texas versus Angels. Give me red for the Angels. Red for the Angels, blue for the Rangers. What side are you on today, guys? As I'm breaking down the game, you guys give me everything you got for this game. If you know that Jacob deGrom, he woke up with an upset stomach today, man. If he had the bubble guts. If you know that Soriano, he woke up on the bad foot. Let me know whatever information you got. Red for the Angels, blue for the Rangers, and then drop in the chat whatever information you got on this, because I'm going to give you everything I got on this. Angels versus Texas here at home in Texas. Soriano versus deGrom. This is a good matchup here. The Texas Rangers are coming off of a sweep of Cleveland. Okay, at home, the Angels travel from Los Angeles to Texas here after being swept. Okay. In terms of offense, it does look like the Texas bats do have the better bats here. In terms of pitching, guys, yeah, neither one of these pitchers is really pitching that good. Everybody would think deGrom is pitching very good. He really isn't. 14 runs, given up over 27 innings. That's a 4.6 ERA. It doesn't sound terrible, but his full season ERA is really good, a 2.76. Okay, and Jose Soriano. A lot of people don't know this is supposed to be like their ace or like their 1B. He's also not pitching really good. He's given up 12 runs in 2 of his last 3 starts. But both of these guys in their splits are better. Soriano is better on the road, even though he's barely played on the road. And then deGrom, his splits are better at home. Okay. So here we go, man. We got a pretty even pitching matchup. We got 2 pitchers that are probably a little overrated right now. We got a clear batting edge for Texas. We have a clear batting edge here for Texas. In terms of bullpen, this is pretty even. Am I going to say there's value here on the Angels? The Angels are so ugly. They've only won 3 out of the last 10. Even taking the 1.5 yesterday as one of my top plays was pretty sweaty against the Cubs. But I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say the 180 with the Texas Rangers is not going to be justified here because deGrom is not pitching his best baseball. I wish Soriano was pitching a little bit better because he's going to have to make up for some cold Angels bats. But I'm going to say at least that 1.5. I think the right side to be on here is the Angels. I can't justify that 180 with the Texas. You also got to think about situationally. Texas is coming off of a sweep of the Cubs. So they're of the Cleveland Guardians. So they're probably feeling themselves. The Angels just got swept, right? So they still have that intensity, right, to snap the losing streak before it gets worse. Once you lose 5 or 6 games in a row, that's when I tell you suck. But the Angels do have the point. The Angels do have the moment to the courage to the effort to try to put in and snap this losing streak before it gets worse. What do you guys think about this, man? Terry says take Texas anyways. It's minus 180, bro. You really got to think about it. You got to lay a run or a run and a half. You do have the better bats. I will say you do have the better bats. But DeGrom really isn't pitching like minus 180, man. That's my point. DeGrom woke up and said he's not losing to the Angels on Twitter. If that was real, then let me know, man. Let me know. How do you feel about the slate? I'm feeling pretty good. It feels decent. It feels pretty good. Yesterday's slate honestly felt pretty good, but I just kept it a little conservative there. Only sent 3 plays. I was close on sending the Yankees yesterday. He stubbed his toe. Come on, bro. No, go. Be honest with me, because I do want that information, man. Yeah, Chris, I'm feeling pretty good about this slate, man. Looks pretty solid. We have some spots that we could definitely take advantage of here after the weekend series, man. Let me take a look at the actual numbers, guys. The Rangers, the Rangers are commanding a minus 180. 63% of the public is on the Rangers. I'm not buying in on that, man. It would have to be the Angels for me, but the Angels are so ugly, and they do have a batting disadvantage today. So if you guys end up on them, feel free, guys. Last call. Maybe 5 in ML for 140. Okay, I usually understand what you guys mean, but I don't understand you there. Texas and Tigers to combine Texas and Tigers. I think Tigers, bro. Yeah, Tigers is sketchy as hell, bro. Tigers is sketchy as hell. Don't be surprised if Detroit just comes out here flat, because on the road they are the 28th best offense over the last 30 days. First 5 innings with Texas, so that's a better way to sometimes avoid what could be a sketchy point here, a sketchy game. But you're not going to get minus 140. You would have to do the minus half, right? You're doing minus a half. I only do F5s. Let me know how that's going for you, man, because I've been kind of going back and forth on them, and honestly, I feel like I have worse luck with F5. I usually lean to just letting this thing go full game. Edgar, if you could really get minus 140 on Texas ML, that is sketchy as hell, bro. That is sketchy as hell, because you have DeGrom minus 180 full game. Minus 140 makes no sense for a first 5. That is sketchy as hell. That would make me want Angels even more. Somebody said take the scoreless first inning. These are solid pitchers, you would think. The Angels, though, do have one of the best first inning lineups, first inning offense. They are number 4 over the last 14 days. Texas number 22. In Texas, though, the under does usually work out pretty well, and it does look like the market agrees. They moved this thing down from 7.5 to 7. I'm gonna say sure. If you're on the scoreless first inning, yes, unders in Texas are pretty good. 42 and 23 this year, 65%. Crazy amount of unders. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. I was telling you minus a half is minus 135. Okay, so that makes sense. And if you want to take Texas that way to avoid what could be like a backdoor spot for the Angels, feel free, brother. Feel free. What other scoreless first inning looks good? Let's see, man. We have some pretty bad. So let's start with starting pitching. We need some good starting pitching, like Joe Ryan versus Scherzer. That looks solid there. Very solid. These offenses are pretty cold in the first inning. These offenses are pretty cold overall. I don't love that it's in Toronto where the roof is open, but it does look like the market has moved this thing from 8 to 7.5. I think that might be the best pitching on the board today, too. Let me look at the expected numbers. Soriano and DeGrom should be pretty good, too. Honestly, I think you guys pointed out probably 2 of the best ones, man. It would have to be between Texas and Toronto. If I had to pick, this is it's gonna be Texas for me. That ballpark in Texas is way better for runs, for suppressing runs. It would be the scoreless first inning in the Angels and Rangers, brother. Let's get it, man. Hit the follow button if it's your first time, me. The ML is 140. I don't get it. Okay, that doesn't make sense. You just told me the minus half was 135. That's just a typo, bro. That's a mistake. If you place that pick, they're gonna void it out. But if you go see it on other books, it's not gonna be that price. Ja, I hope that answered your question, man. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions. Last call, guys. Last call. We're out of here. In fact, it was already last call. Memphis says, take the scoreless first inning in Phillies versus Mets. Let's talk about Philadelphia versus Mets. A scoreless first inning here. Okay, looks okay. With Christopher Sanchez, he could hold his down. Senga's not pitching well right now, especially at home. He's getting rocked. These offenses are both really hot. Let me see where the market is moving this one. They've moved this one from 8 to 7.5. I'm not going to talk you off of it because they're capable. Both of these pitchers are capable of pitching really good. But just tread lightly because these are two of the hottest, if not the hottest, lineups in all of MLB right now. The Mets are smacking. The Phillies have been smacking. What do you think about McGreevy? McGreevy, bro, for St. Louis. We didn't talk about this game, guys. Pittsburgh versus McGreevy here. This looks like the line has moved in favor of the Pirates, and it's in reverse. Pirates have won 4 in a row. It was against Colorado, but they won 4 in a row. Their bats are batting pretty a little bit better here. This other guy, Oviedo, he's pitched pretty. We have a small sample size. We don't know what we're going to get out of him. McGreevy, he's pitching okay, but give me Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is alive here as a dog. Their bats are starting to wake up a little bit. They have a better bullpen. I just can't really trust this pitcher, so I'm probably going to be off of it officially, but if I had to pick, it would be Pittsburgh for me. Dodgers, we didn't talk about this game. Did we not talk about that? We didn't talk. That's a hell of a game, yeah. I can't leave you guys without Reds and Dodgers. Reds and Dodgers. Give me red for the Reds, blue for the Dodgers. And this one, we're out of here after this one, guys. Red for the Reds, blue for the Dodgers. Last call, last game of the night. Red for the Reds, blue for the Dodgers. Hunter Green versus Ed Sheeran. Who's winning this game, man? I know it's not Ed Sheeran, man, but the name is so close. Emmett Sheehan. And I think they're both like redheaded gingers. Are they not? Maybe I'm thinking about Dustin May. Let's see, man. It looks like the line is moving in favor of the Reds. In terms of wins, both of these teams coming off of wins. The Dodgers coming off of a big 8-2 win. Cincinnati coming off of a big 6-1 win. They avoided the sweep in Arizona. In terms of offense, it does look like I have an edge here with the Dodgers offense. In terms of starting pitching, I don't think I have an edge here either side. Both of these guys pretty similar. Hunter Green is due for some positive regression. Looks like he's pitching pretty well, but the numbers could be even better. Maybe the defense hasn't been helping him, the ballpark, the weather, something in his starts recently have not been helping. In terms of bats, I mean, yes, you do have an advantage here with the Dodgers, but it's not super significant. Cincinnati barely avoided the sweep in their last game. The Dodgers, they're not playing their best baseball right now either. I'm going to say the value's on the Reds. I think Reds is the right side here between the Reds and the Dodgers. I can't justify that minus 140, minus 150. Jin is going to get rocked for the Athletics. I mean, he usually does get rocked. That's why I would tread lightly. It just does look like it could be a flat spot for the Tigers. Thinking out loud. When your legs don't work like they used to before. Tigers take. We talked about that game. Detroit Tigers versus the Athletics. I think everybody is on Scooball here. 75% of the public is on Detroit. And yes, Scooball is the better pitcher. I'm not telling you he's not. But if you could get past JT Jin not getting rocked, the bullpen is pretty good for the Athletics. Pretty good bullpen there for the Athletics. I just can't justify that minus 200 on the road. You realize how good you have to be, how much better you got to be laying minus 200 in general, and then to be laying it on the road across the country from Michigan to Sacramento. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I think there's more value on the Athletics. In terms of wins, both of these teams coming off of wins. Dodgers coming off of a big 8-2 win. Cincinnati coming off of a big 6-1 win. They avoided the sweep in Arizona. In terms of offense, it does look like I have an edge here with the Dodgers offense. Hunter Green is due for some positive regression. Looks like he's pitching pretty well, but the numbers could be even better. Maybe the defense hasn't been helping him, the ballpark, the weather, something in his starts recently have not been helping. In terms of And the nerves don't work like it used to before. Marlins. Marlins. Atlanta versus the Marlins. This line is moving in favor of Miami. I got Edward Cabrera. I got the better bullpen. I got Spencer Strider, who sucks, and then he barely plays on the road too. If you look at his game logs, he hasn't been pitching on the road a whole lot. I got a better bullpen too. Miami at home. They could be sneaky good at home. They are the 13th best offense at home. They do play a little bit better here at home. This would be the Miami Marlins for me. Give me the Marlins. All right, guys. Upset day. Did I call too many upsets? So the Athletics, I mean, is that something I probably throw some pizza money on? Yeah, but I'm not going to go crazy with it. The Reds, I think Hunter Green. There's some value there. I usually end up with like a good split of like faves and dogs, man. A lot of people think I just take dogs, but no. You probably just remember them more. But I usually do kind of split them down the middle. Because in baseball, they play 162 games. The faves are not going to win every single day. Guys, if I missed any of your questions, go drop it in a comment right now. I will respond to every single comment. I have to get off of here now so I can get the card ready for members. Somebody asked me what time is it dropping. I will drop an exact drop time in the next 20 minutes. I'll drop the I'll put the drop time in announcements. It should be today between 6 and 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, guys. So I got to go gather my thoughts. I got to go get ready for tonight's card, man. It's a beautiful day. It's a gorgeous day, man. It's not scorching hot like it's been before. If you have any follow-up questions or if I missed any of your questions, go drop it as a comment right now. I will respond before game time. Okay, I promise you, I will respond before game time. That should be enough for you guys to go drop it as a comment. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Royals. What did we say about the Royals? Yeah, I can't tell anybody to take the. I mean, you have a clear advantage here for Noah Cameron. Casey is coming off of a double-digit win here. In terms of offense, both of these guys are pretty even. Damn it, maybe there is some value here on the White Sox. Does look like it's in a little bit of a reverse. Yeah, I think I said Kansas City earlier. I think there's some value here on the White Sox. Not a whole lot. Shane Smith can get rocked at home. This one's ugly, but White Sox are starting to hit a little bit more. They're just coming off of a shutout win there against Kansas City. Kansas City coming off of a double-digit. They put up double digits in Detroit. I'm going to say there's some value there on the White Sox. They're not playing so bad right now. Guys, go ahead and drop whatever plays you guys still have in the recent comments. Hope you guys have a blessed day, man. Be nice to each other. Be kind to each other. Be kind to me, man. I'm out here working every single day. Appreciate you guys. The scoreless first inning in the Twins versus yes, I did say that one's a good one. That would probably be my second favorite if I had to take one. Toronto over 3.5 against Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan's pretty good, man, and he's in a bounce back spot. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think Minnesota is the side I would rather be on. Guys, thank you. Hope you guys have a great day, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Go drop whatever questions you have as a comment. I will respond before game time. Have a great day, guys. Let's get it, man. Let's be blessed. YouTube Mobile. Thanks for joining me today, guys.